WGLR FM test audio.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Faust Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Vitech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hermson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good evening and welcome to Boscobel High School non-conference boys basketball tonight on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The Boscobel Bulldogs hosting the Lancaster Flying Arrows in our feature matchup here this evening. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, and this is the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. The Lancaster Flying Arrows off to a nice start in this 2024-2025 campaign. They find themselves in the number 9 spot in the second week of the WisSports.net coaches poll in Division 4. They have a 4-1 record coming into tonight's matchup, but they're coming off their first loss of the season on Friday night to River Valley, 67-64. In that matchup, Zach Hermson had a double-double, 21 points and 10 rebounds. 3 other players in double figures for the Arrows, including Taylor Williams with 13 points and 10 points apiece for Dane Kaufman and Michael Murphy. The wins for Lancaster on the season so far, they began the season with a win at Barneveld, then got a nice win at Darlington before back-to-back wins against Shullsburg and Belleville before that loss on Friday night to River Valley. And Lancaster has 4 players averaging double figures scoring-wise, so they're very good about getting point production from different areas on the floor. And for the Boscobel Bulldogs, they come into tonight's matchup looking for their first win of the season, 0-5 on the season so far, 0-3 in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League, coming off a 3-point loss on Friday night to Iowa Grant. And if you look at the Boscobel roster, they have 4 seniors on the team, but those seniors didn't really see a lot of varsity action as they had 4 seniors from last year's team that graduated, and they graduated over 40 points of production from last year's team. So they're looking for some strong underclassmen and some of the experienced players back from last year's team, including number 24, Jonah Knowles, a big defensive presence for the Boscobel Bulldogs under the hoop. And they have an outstanding young freshman, Kipton Brown, who is averaging 13 points per game coming into tonight's matchup. Began the season with a pair of double-doubles. So Boscobel has some pieces, and Coach Joe Childs mentioned in our pregame interview, which we'll get to in a little bit, that this team could easily be 4-1 had they not gotten into foul trouble and had a few things gone their way instead. So we'll see how the Boscobel Bulldogs play this evening and see if they can get in the win column with a tough matchup against the Lancaster Flying Arrows here tonight. Other games in the area that we'll have our eye on, not a whole lot going on. A few non-conference matchups tonight, other boys basketball matchups in the area. We have New Glarus at Cuba City, and we have River Ridge at Wazeeka-Steuben. And on the girls' side of things, Barneveld is at Lancaster. Viroqua's at River Valley, Benton is at River Ridge, and New Glarus is at Schulzburg. And if we have any updates on those games, we'll bring them to you on our Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Coming up in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, we'll talk with both head coaches, had a chance to catch up with Brian Knapp of the Lancaster Flying Arrows and Joe Childs of the Boscobel Bulldogs. We'll ask them about the players on the Russell office's injury reports. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Also get the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the opening tip between the Lancaster Flying Arrows and the Boscobel Bulldogs. Our Raleigh Cheese pregame show is presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Coach's Thoughts coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Having a doctor or primary care provider is essential for your overall health and wellness, and getting the care you need should be simple. Don't have a primary care provider? Easy. With convenient hours and clinic locations in Lancaster, Cassville, Potosi, and Fenimore, Grant Regional Community Clinic makes it easy to get primary care close to home. We have a dedicated team who are ready to care for you, and best of all, we create long-term relationships to keep you and your family in the best possible health. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Platteville. Is your internet up to the challenge of holiday streaming, online shopping, and Christmas video calls? Get better fiber internet from Astria with speeds that jingle all the way up to 1 gig. Astria's advanced Wi-Fi is perfect for any new devices under the tree. New customers can get 1 gig with Wi-Fi included for just $50 a month for 6 months. Call or click today for the latest details about installation options. Visit AstriaConnect.com/sign up or search Google for Astria Internet. Not available in all areas. Terms and conditions may apply.
Winter weather is here, and we know accidents happen. At Collision Specialists, we're here to make things easier. From fender benders to major repairs, our expert team will get your car back on the road fast. Plus, we offer convenient loaner and rental cars to keep you moving while we work. Don't let winter slow you down. Call or stop in today at one of our locations in Fenimore, Livingston, or Dodgeville.
Collision Specialists, done right now. Collision Specialists.
The Grant County Department of Social Services is still setting up appointments for WHEAP. That's the Wisconsin Home Energy Assistance Program. This program provides home heating and or electrical assistance to eligible households. To find out if your household qualifies and to schedule an appointment, contact the Grant County Department of Social Services at 608-723-2136. This message provided by the Wisconsin Department of Administration, Division of Energy, Housing, and Community Resources under the terms and conditions of the Grant County Department of Social Services.
Pregame 1.
Back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Non-conference boys basketball tonight with Lancaster traveling to take on the Boscobel Bulldogs, and we're joined by Flying Arrows head coach Brian Knapp. Coach, thanks for joining us. A very solid start to the season so far to this point, a 4-1 record, but coming off that loss to River Valley on Friday night, a 67-64 loss in that contest, but your team did find themselves in the WisSports.net coaches poll in the number 9 spot in Division 4. A lot of experience on this team coming back, as a lot of them have been starters over the last couple of years. What's the assessment of your team's play 5 games in?
Well, kind of like, I mean, we're pretty solid offensively. We got to work on our half-court defense, and like against Valley on Friday night, just the physicalness inside got us a little bit on post defense, that type of thing, and we'll keep working at it, and you know, help defense has to rotate quicker, that type of thing. But overall, team's been they like the sport of basketball and they work hard at it, and I know they will continually work at it. So with moving forward, that makes for some good basketball moving on.
Yeah, but when you look at the stats, you got 4 players in double figures scoring-wise, so it seems like this team is pretty selfless as far as being able to share the basketball. When you have multiple players that can score, pretty much from everywhere, that's going to help diversify the offense and be able to do the things that you want to do.
Yeah, we do have balanced scoring, which is an asset to them sharing the basketball. We do have the ability of any given night, any of those players could go off and have a hot night and score more than what they've been averaging. But the balanced scoring is a testament to them sharing the basketball, and will make us better throughout the year.
If you talk about the experience on this team, where a lot of these players were starting as freshmen, some of them juniors and seniors now. Talk about the growth that you've seen, from that core group of players that are in the starting lineup tonight and key contributors for the team. What's been the biggest area of growth that you've seen from these athletes since they started their varsity careers?
Just the varsity speed of the game has been, they're accustomed to that type of speed and that type of pressure. I will say that we haven't really got our niche and hitting our open shots as well as I thought we would starting the year, but they're not afraid to shoot it, and when they do get hot, it will definitely help us then.
All right, Brian Knapp with us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, getting ready for Lancaster and Boscobel, non-conference boys hoops. Russell Office's injury report. What's the health of the team coming into tonight's matchup with the Bulldogs?
No injuries. We had a little bit of flu going through the team, and we get through tonight. Then we have obviously a little Christmas break, and then play Potosi on the 30th. That's our next game. So hopefully the flu bug gets through us now, so we're healthy when Potosi comes to town.
Yeah, but then you're taking on Boscobel tonight. They're still looking for their first win of the season, but they have a nice young freshman who's been able to score the ball quite a bit. What stands out about the Bulldogs, and what's going to be the key tonight for Lancaster?
Well, coming to Boscobel, it's a tough place to play, and you just never know how things will go. And that freshman is a good little player, number 14. I know talking to their coach, he said they're missing a couple key players tonight, so we'll adjust our lineup accordingly to who they have out there.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for joining us. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Brian Knapp, head coach of Lancaster Flying Arrows, and we'll have more on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Morris Newspapers are your local source for news and community information. Right now, they have a friends and family buy one, gift one subscription offer. Buy a new in-state subscription and get $7 off. Gift a second one or more to a loved one and get an additional $10 off. Contact the Grant County Herald, the Boscobel Dial, Fenimore Times, and the Platteville Journal today for the savings. Hurry, this offer ends December 31st. The friends and family buy one, gift one subscription offer from Morris Newspapers.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
The weather can be unpredictable in the tri-states. Tune into 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all the cancellations and delays affecting the tri-states. Cancellations and delays are presented by Avercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, or collision repair, we do it all. Avercamp Auto Body celebrating 10 years in business on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at avercampautobody.com.
Are you providing care for a loved one? Do you feel frazzled and overwhelmed? The Aging and Disability Resource Center of Southwest Wisconsin can connect you with information, resources, and services to make caregiving a bit easier. If caregiving in the holidays have your nerves in a jangle, give the ADRC a jingle at 1-800-514-0066. That's 800-514-0066. The Aging and Disability Resource Center of Southwest Wisconsin, there for you and your family during this holiday season.
Pregame 2.
Back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Non-conference boys basketball tonight with the Boscobel Bulldogs hosting the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We're joined by Bulldogs head coach Joe Childs. Coach, thanks for joining us. And looking at the season so far, still looking for win number 1, 0-5 on the season to this point, coming off a 3-point loss to Iowa Grant on Friday night. But there's looks to be some pieces to kind of build around, some freshmen that have injected some energy into this Bulldogs team. Tell us a little bit about the assessment of the Bulldogs play so far, even though the record might not be where it's be, but maybe some positive things happening with this young Bulldogs program.
Yeah, we've got a young team, maybe not so much on paper, but really only 1 or 2 guys returning that had a lot of varsity experience from last year. Obviously losing the 4 seniors that we did that were starters, that was a big blow. Lost over 40 points a game in scoring, and had a couple players that we thought were coming out this year that would have really helped the team out that ended up deciding not to play. So we're working with what we've got. Kipton, the freshman that's been starting lately, is a real asset to the team. He's a good all-around basketball player, smart, attacks the rim, can shoot the ball. But still makes those freshman mistakes. And then Graydon Richter has been a really surprise to us. We didn't think he'd be ready for varsity quite this early in the year, but looking more and more like he's ready to take on some varsity minutes. And then obviously the upperclassmen that have been playing have kept us in games, and we're 0-5 right now, but we could really easily be 4-1. A lot of those games were close, and just learning to play through adversity. Had some pretty big foul discrepancies in some of our games, and I know that's part of coaching. Got to teach them to play defense, play hard defense without fouling, and knock down our free throws when we do get to the line, and we could easily be a 4-1 team right now.
Yeah, what's the thing that stands out about Boscobel as far as their strengths? What are the things that you're kind of hanging your hat on and things that you're going to be looking to build upon as the season goes along?
I think we've got one of the best defensive players in the conference in Jonah Knowles. I think in the Iowa Grant game he had to have had 7 or 8 blocks, and last year as a sophomore averaged 2 blocks a game, over 2 blocks a game. Same with Cameron Luce, one of the greatest athletes I've seen play the game, and this year is really bringing out the aggression and what we see on the football field from Cam at the wide receiver position. He's starting to bring that to basketball, and it's really nice seeing that. Dawson Stitzer and Trevor Morga, 2 really good guards. Won't be playing tonight with some team issues here, but Dawson has been an absolute rock for us and just plays basketball like a football player, head down, get to the rim. I think our defense is something that we can rely on, just learning to play that hard-nosed defense, but stop fouling so much, and we'll be fine.
All right, Joe Childs with us on our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show. The Boscobel head coach getting ready for the Bulldogs and Flying Arrows in non-conference boys basketball. The Russell office's injury report. What's the health of the team coming into tonight's matchup with the Arrows?
The health is fine. We do have one player that's going to kind of battling through a little bit of a cold right now, as you can probably tell that I am as well. But other than that, the health of the team is good. But like I said, Dawson Stitzer and Trevor Morga, 2 starting senior guards, will not be playing tonight, not due to health reasons, but other issues, and we'll do what we can with what we've got tonight.
Yeah, been looking at the matchup tonight against Lancaster, not just tonight, but also another big matchup later on this week at Southwestern. A couple of ranked teams on the schedule for this week. What's going to be the key that you're looking for tonight from your Bulldogs in this matchup with the Arrows?
I guess that's part of the great thing about being a Boscobel head coach is you get to play a lot of ranked teams throughout Division 4 and Division 5. I think there's this last week's rankings, we've got 6 of those teams on the schedule. That's just part of being in the SWAL. You get to play against good competition. Tonight, just not giving up, playing hard-nosed defense and taking care of the ball. And that's, if you ask me in any game, that's what we're going to talk about. And just getting that into the boys' heads that, we have to take care of the ball in those close games. Get down the stretch when every single possession counts. I believe that's why we've lost a lot of those close games is we just don't care about the ball as much as we should.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for joining us. Have some fun and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Joe Childs, head coach of the Boscobel Bulldogs, and we'll have more on the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien. The holiday countdown is on, and People's State Bank is here to spread the cheer. Ho, ho, ho! They're so grateful for their fantastic customers and the amazing team that makes it all happen. This season, let's make it a mission to think local, shop local, and buy local. Together, we can keep this holiday spirit thriving in our communities. People's State Bank thanks you for your trust and support. Wishing you a wonderful holiday and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Pregame 3.
Closing up shop on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. We'll have tip-off of Boscobel and Lancaster coming up in just a few moments. Our game tonight brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents John Ragetz and Deneen Dahl with Ragetz & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call in today at their office in Lancaster. And by Utter Brothers Creamery. Keep Utter Brothers in mind for gift boxes, gift cards, and catering for your holiday events. A local farm-to-table selection is what you'll find at Utter Brothers in Boscobel. It's utterly amazing. We'll take our final timeout. We'll come back with the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, the Fuller Smoker Center starting lineups, and the tip-off between the Boscobel Bulldogs and the Lancaster Flying Arrows. This has been the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese tip-off coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
Herbson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville is your home for Ritchie Livestock Waterers. Ensure your herd has fresh water on demand 24 hours a day. Select from in-stock Ritchie Waterer units like the Omni Models 1, 2, 3, and 5, and the Cattle Master 840. See Herbson's for Ritchie replacement parts and new installs and service too. Head to Herbson's, your home to hydrate your livestock with Ritchie Waterers. Herbson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington and Platteville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Dubuque Mattress was voted best place to buy a mattress for many reasons, but one of them was best price. Because Dubuque Mattress is a mattress factory, we are truly factory direct. We cut out the cost of the middleman. And because of our volume, we have the most buying power. I personally guarantee that Dubuque Mattress is 10 to 40% less than any other mattress store in town. Find us on Highway 20 directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 1.
Tonight's national anthem from Boscobel High School. Boscobel band performing Star Spangled Banner before tip-off. Boscobel Bulldogs hosting the Lancaster Flying Arrows in non-conference boys basketball on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Let's get you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. For the visiting Lancaster Flying Arrows, 4-1 on the season, 0-1 in SWC conference play. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 6'4" junior wearing number 1, Zach Hermson. A 5'11" junior wearing number 3, Dane Kaufman. A 5'10" senior wearing number 4, Tyler Timmerman. A 6' senior wearing number 5, Michael Murphy. And a 6'1" junior wearing number 11, Taylor Williams. The Arrows are coached by Brian Knapp, and he's assisted by Dave Bowen, Tom Driscoll, Nick Hicks, and Chad Jarrett. For the Boscobel Bulldogs, 0-5 on the season, 0-3 in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 6'5" senior wearing number 1, Cameron Luce. A 6' junior wearing number 10, Tyler Miller. A 6'4" senior wearing number 12, Caden Cruel. A 6' freshman wearing number 14, Kipton Brown. And a 6'5" junior wearing number 24, Jonah Knowles. Boscobel Bulldogs are coached by Joe Childs, and he's assisted by Levi Esters. Those are tonight's Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Our colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Boscobel in their home white Nike jerseys. Bulldogs written across the chest in red with red numbers and red trim. Lancaster in their blue jerseys. Lancaster written across the chest in gold with gold numbers and gold trim. And Boscobel controls the tip. They are working from left to right as we see it here from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Miller at the top of the arc dribbles to the left side, goes to baseline, kicks back out to the left wing. Jonah Knowles has it, now back out to the left wing. Catch and shoot 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Arrows come down with the rebound. Zach Hermson tries to push it up ahead, but goes off the heel of a Boscobel player in a tie-up at center court, and the held ball will give the possession to the Flying Arrows. Just under 30 seconds gone by. Lancaster in possession of the basketball, top of the arc, hands over to the right side, Tyler Timmerman. He goes towards the corner. Now a three-pointer for Taylor Williams. Goes out the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by number 14, Kipton Brown. That's the outstanding freshman that Coach Childs was mentioning, and he throws that one out of bounds. And Boscobel turns the ball over for the first time here tonight. Rural Mutual agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. And Kaufman walks it across center court for the Flying Arrows. Just under a minute gone by, still scoreless in our non-conference boys basketball matchup on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Taylor Williams gives to Dane Kaufman in the corner for 3 off the side iron, no good. Whistle on the rebound. And it will be Boscobel basketball. Minute 5 gone by, still scoreless. Arter Brothers Creamery. Keep Arter Brothers in mind for gift boxes, gift cards, and catering for your holiday events. A local farm-to-table selection is what you'll find at Arter Brothers in Boscobel. It's utterly amazing. And another turnover for the Bulldogs as the pass was knocked out of bounds, and the Arrows will take possession. Zach Hermson set to throw in the inbound pass for the Flying Arrows. 16:45 to play in the first supply, first half, no score. Dane Kaufman directing traffic, getting it across the timeline, hands off to the left wing to Michael Murphy. Murphy gets out to the top to Kaufman. Kaufman left-handed dribble, kicks out left wing. Taylor Williams catch and shoot. 3, got it! Taylor Williams with three-pointer number 2 for him on the season. Arrows up 3-0, 16:20 to play in the first supply, first half. Off the top of the arc, pass down low, and a 3-second violation called against the Bulldogs. 3 straight turnovers for the Bulldogs on their last 3 possessions. And the Arrows set to inbound again, leading 3-0, 16:17 to play in the first supply, first half from Boscobel High School. Dane Kaufman with a right-handed dribble across the timeline, hands over to Michael Murphy, left wing. Underhand toss to Hermson in the left corner. Hermson dribbles into the paint, takes on the double team, has the ball knocked out of his hands, but a foul against Boscobel. That'll be the first foul of the game on either team. And 2 free throws coming up for Zach Hermson as they whistle up Cameron Luce for his personal foul. Zach Hermson averaging 19 points, 11 rebounds per game, and 72% at the free throw line. And his first free throw is knocked in. Tonight's game brought to you by Claire Bank with 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Hermson's second free throw rattles out, no good. Score remains 4-0. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Just over 2 minutes gone by, and another steal for the Arrows, and Williams tried to finish with the left hand. Ball rolls off the rim, and Boscobel comes away with the basketball. Ball in the right corner, Cameron Luce, he's double teamed, looking for a teammate, finds one down low, and a skip pass down low for Knowles is knocked away, but recovered by the Bulldogs, and a jumper on the left side of the lane by number 14, Kipton Brown. Puts the Bulldogs on the board, 4-2. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, 15:25 to play in the first supply first half, and a floater in the lane for Dane Kaufman drops. His first field goal of the game makes it 6-2 in favor of the Arrows on top of Boscobel. And a rainbow pass is recovered on the left sideline, and a pass down low knocked away and stolen away by the Arrows. 5th turnover for Boscobel unofficially. Now Kaufman in the lane, takes on a double team, banks it off the glass and in. What a shot. Dane Kaufman with the nice finish, depositing 2 on that bank shot. 8-2 the score, and a pass knocked out of bounds, or thrown out of bounds, I should say. And Boscobel, turnover number 6 on the game so far. 14:53 to play in the first supply first half. Lancaster 8, Boscobel 2. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Dane Kaufman handing off to the left side to Tyler Timmerman. Timmerman lobs it to Williams on the left elbow. Puts up a jumper left side of the lane, knocks it down. Taylor Williams. Now with 5 points on the game, 10-2 the score. 14:25 to play in the first supply first half. Now in the game is number 15, Graydon Richter, a 5'10 freshman for Boscobel, and Lancaster comes away with another steal, but the ball pushed ahead, and Lancaster turning it over now. And the Bulldogs coming back across center court with the basketball. 14:05 to play in the first supply first half. Lancaster 10, Boscobel 2. Richter at the top of the arc, stops his dribble, looks for a teammate, finds Kipton Brown in the left wing. Dribbles into the paint, skips it down low to Knowles. Knowles, left-handed hook shot off the side of the rim, no good. Lancaster pulls down the rebound. Dane Kaufman going to walk it across center court. As that's to Tyler Timmerman on the right wing. Now out to the top to Hermson. Hermson in the lane, puts up a shot, gets fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2. That'll be a second trip to the line. Second foul against Boscobel. And that'll be Jonah Knowles' first personal foul of the game. Hermson 1 of 2 on the night so far. And the first free throw on this trip knocks it down. 11-2 to score. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. As a substitution now for Lancaster, as Brady Mack, number 23, checks into the game. I believe Taylor Williams set to check out. As they're sorting things out at the scores table in front of me at the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, and Brady Mack does check into the game. Taylor Williams will take a seat. Also in the game for Lancaster's number 2, Brady Schmitz, a 5'11 senior. Beg your pardon, a 6' junior. Second free throw for Hermson is no good. Score remains 11-2. Boscobel comes down with the rebound as Kipton Brown gets it across the timeline for Boscobel. Trying to find some offensive momentum. He has the only points for the Bulldogs so far. Tosses over to the other freshman, Graydon Richter. Richter looking for a teammate to pass to, decides to dribble to the top of the arc, trying to skip it over to the left side to Tyler Miller, but it's stolen away by the Arrows, and the breakaway fast break shot is off the backboard, no good for Brady Schmitz. And coming back the other way, a whistle as the ball was passed to the left side of the lane. And the first foul against the Arrows will go against Zach Hermson. 11-2 the score, 13:07 to play in the First Supply first half from Boscobel High School. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. As Brown gets it off the inbound pass, turnaround jumper knocked down. What a shot. Kipton Brown with all 4 points for Boscobel, 11-4 the score, under 13 minutes to play until halftime. Brady Schmitz gives to Timmerman, loads up for three, hits it wide open. Tyler Timmerman, the fourth different arrow to score in the game, 14-4. Lancaster on top, just over 12.5 minutes to play in the First Supply first half, and a lob pass from Kipton Brown for the teammate, number 10, Tyler Miller, goes out of bounds, and Boscobel with turnover number 9 on the game so far. Brady Schmitz angling towards the right side as he gets across center court. Now in the lane, kicks out to the left corner to Michael Murphy, and a whistle on the floor, and they call violation on Lancaster. So Boscobel takes possession, second turnover of the game for the Arrows. 14-4 the score, 12-17 to play as Boscobel throws it out of bounds, turnover number 10. And we are at the 12-17 mark here in the first half as Dane Kaufman goes to the scores table. He'll check in at the next stop. Zach Hermson walks it across center court for the Arrows. Left side of the lane, puts up a shot, but it's knocked away by Jonah Knowles, and a block and a steal. Jonah Knowles now a catch and shoot three on the left wing, short of the rim for Kipton Brown, but an offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. On the left wing, ball passed over, knocked out of bounds by Tyler Timmerman. It will stay with Boscobel, but Dane Kaufman checks into the game. That will send Tyler Timmerman to the bench. 11:50 to play in the First Supply first half, 14-4. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Tyler Miller's inbound pass goes into the backcourt to Kipton Brown. Angles towards the right side, switches to the left hand. Skipped over to the left side to Tyler Miller. Ball skipped in, but it's stolen away by Michael Murphy. Pushes it ahead to Hermson, and Hermson lays it in for two. Hermson's first field goal of the game. He's now got 4 points, and it's 16-4. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. 11:25 to play in the First Supply first half. On the right wing to Brown. Brown skips back over to the right side. The other freshman, Richter, loads up for three off the front of the rim. No good, and Lancaster collects the rebound. Zach Hermson pushes ahead to Brady Schmitz. Schmitz stops his dribble right side of the paint. Back out to the right wing, Zach Hermson. Hermson left-handed dribble. Stop and pop jumper at the free throw line. Off to the left side of the rim, no good. Jonah Knowles with the rebound for Boscobel. Bulldogs push it down the floor on the near side. Ball lobbed into Jonah Knowles. Backs down, puts it off the window and in for two. Jonah Knowles with his first field goal of the game makes it a 10-point ball game once again. 16-6. 10:45 to play in the First Supply first half. Brady Schmitz. Underhand toss to Murphy, cutting towards the lane. Stops his dribble in the paint, kicks out to Hermson. Hermson, nice pass down low, left-handed finish. Goes out the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good for Brady Mack. Brady Mack with his first field goal of the game, 18-6. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, 10:20 to play until halftime. Ball on the right side, now right wing. Ball skipped over again to Graydon Richter, knocked out of bounds. And a substitution now for Boscobel as number 4, Israel Kamagan, a 6-foot junior, checks in. And a timeout taken by Boscobel with 10:11 to play in the First Supply first half. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, 18-6. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 2.
Are you interested in a free checking account? Do you need a debit card today with no delay? We now offer instant issue on our debit cards. Hi, my name is Sarah Rogers, your branch manager, retail lending officer from Mound City Bank in Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Christmas season, treat yourself and your loved ones to the delicious flavors at Ma's Bakery in Bloomington. Ma's Christmas cookies and candies are perfect for parties, gifts, or a cozy night in. Hosting a holiday event, Ma's Bakery offers catering options that will help make your gathering unforgettable. Visit mazbakery.com to browse their catering options and prices. Stop by or call Ma's Bakery in Bloomington. Ma's gift certificates make great gifts too. Taste the magic of the holidays at Ma's Bakery in Bloomington, where every bite is baked with love.
In Game 2.
Lancaster 18, Boscobel 6, 10-11 to play in the First Supply first half from Boscobel High School. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Arrows in possession of the basketball coming out of the Bulldogs timeout, as Lancaster has it on the high right side for Dane Coffin. Coffin dribbles into the paint, kicks out to the left corner, and the catch and shoot three is good for Brady Mack. That's his first three-pointer of the season. Lancaster 21, Boscobel 6, and back the other way, under the basket, up and in, is Israel Kamagan. First field goal of the game for him, 21-8, the new score, 9:35 to play in the First Supply first half, and a weird-looking floater in the lane for Brady Schmitz drops. His first field goal, 23-8, Boscobel in the lead, and the Arrows come away with another steal. Down low, Dane Coffin tries to bank it in, takes a bounce, and it drops for him. Dane Coffin now with 6 points on the game. Lancaster continuing to press, 25-8, the new score, 9:10 to play in halftime, as there's a great block under the basket. Arrows come away with the basketball. Fast break coming back the other way. Shot put up. Bucket doesn't count, and I believe a charge called against Lancaster. And it will be an offensive foul. That'll be Brady Schmitz. Charged with the foul. 2 team fouls now for Lancaster. 2 fouls for Boscobel. In the First Supply first half, 25-8, Lancaster on top. 9 minutes to play. And a catch and shoot three on the right corner is swished for Graydon Richter. Graydon Richter joins the three-point party for Boscobel, 25-11, 8:45 to play in the First Supply first half. Dane Coffin gives over to the high right side to Brady Schmitz. Schmitz underhand toss to Kaufman. Left-handed dribble switching over to the right hand. Now cross-court pass to the near side to Taylor Williams. Williams back out to the top to Brady Mack. Now back to Williams left side. Ball works its way back to the right wing to Kaufman. Kaufman in the triple threat. Now decides to dribble with the left hand. Stops his dribble at the left elbow. Underhand toss to Taylor Williams. Runs into a double team. Kicks out to Brady Schmitz. Stop and pop jumper at the free throw line. Off the front of the rim. No good. And Boscobel collects the rebound. That one pulled down by Tyler Miller. And the Bulldogs push it down the floor quickly. Another catch and shoot three in the corner is knocked down for Graydon Richter. Back-to-back threes for Richter. He's got 6 points. 25-14. Lancaster on top. But Boscobel finding some offense in the last minute or two. And a shot under the basket, no good for Dane Kaufman. Jonah Knowles pulls down the rebound for the Bulldogs. Gives to Richter. Another three in the corner. Got it! A 9-0 run for Graydon Richter. And a timeout taken by Lancaster. 25-17. Arrows on top. 7:36 to play in the First Supply first half. A 30-second stop. We'll stay here and tell you that our game is brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourselves the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Also by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. By Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. 25-17, Lancaster on top of Boscobel. It was 25-8 just moments ago, but 3 straight three-pointers for the freshman at Graydon Richter has pulled the deficit to single digits, and now Lancaster trying to get things going again offensively. As we pick out action, Taylor Williams going baseline, tries to toss it to a teammate under the basket. It's Anthony Bush loses the handle on it. Lancaster turns the ball over. That's their 4th of the game unofficially. Now Caden Brown Kipton Brown, beg your pardon, with the three-pointer on the right side. It's no good. Lancaster pulls down the rebound and quickly back the other way. Taylor Williams lays it in with the right hand. Taylor Williams down with 7 points on the game, 27-17. Arrows on top. 7 minutes to play in the first supply, first half. Brown gets over to the left side. Now a pass down low. Shot under the basket. Rolls out the side of the rim, trying to save it from going out of bounds. Is Kamagon, and they're going to say he's the last to touch it. Boscobel turns the ball over. Turnover number 12 of the game unofficially. And now substitutions coming in for the Arrows as number 13, Anthony Bush, and number 2, Brady Schmitz, take a seat. In the game for the Arrows now is number 1, Zach Hermson, number 3, Dane Kaufman, number 5, Michael Murphy, number 12, Brody Krubel. As Hermson backs down his defender, turns around, banks it in for 2. 6 points for Zach Hermson on the game, 29-17. Lancaster on top, and Michael Murphy coming away with it. That breaks away, and it finishes with a right-handed layup. Another steal and score for the Arrows, 31-17. Lancaster on top, 6:20 to play in the first supply, first half. Ball down to Knowles, left side of the post. And he gets tied up in a held ball, and the alternate possession will keep it with Boscobel. Stops the clock with 6:10 in the first supply, first half, 31-17. Lancaster on top. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, the pros at Brian's, gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Braden Richter looking to get the inbound pass in. Gets it into Tyler Miller in the left corner. Dribbles to the left wing, stops his dribble, lobs it into Knowles. Knowles runs into a double team at the left elbow. Gives out to the top to Kipton Brown. Brown thinks about it, puts up a 3, and he knocks it down. Kipton Brown's first three-pointer of the game. He's got 7 points in total, 31-20. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, and quickly back the other way. A three-pointer bounces up, goes over the backboard, and it'll be Boscobel basketball. 5:47 to play in the first supply, first half. Lancaster 31, Boscobel 20. Tyler Miller walks it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Tosses over to the left wing to Cameron Luce. Now back out to Brown. Now to Luce in the left corner. Luce tries to lob it back to Brown. Skips it over between the rings to Tyler Miller. Miller finds Knowles down low. Knowles trying to finish with the right hand. Too strong. Volleyball for the rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Who touched it last? It will be Lancaster basketball. Stops the clock with 5:23 in the first supply, first half. Lancaster 31, Boscobel 20. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Dane Kaufman in the lane, runs into a double team, tries to draw the foul. No foul call, but Michael Murphy with the basketball for the Arrows. Drives in the lane, kicks out to Taylor Williams in the corner for 3. Ball bounces off the back iron, and a whistle. They call a foul against Boscobel away from the basketball. That'll be a foul on number 15, Graydon Richter. That's his first personal 13 foul of the half for Boscobel. As Zach Hermson with a catch-and-shoot jumper on the left side of the lane off the inbound pass. It's no good. Boscobel with the rebound. And Richter in the right corner gives out to Brown on the high right side. Brown stops his dribble. Back over to Richter in the corner. Back to Brown on the right wing. Cross-court pass. Catch-and-shoot 3 for Miller. Rattles out. Volleyball for the rebound. Offensive putback is good for Kipton Brown. 9 points for Kipton Brown, 31-22. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, under 4.5 minutes to play until halftime, and a layup is missed. Second chance, no good for Taylor Williams, and Boscobel with the rebound. Bullock coming back the other way in transition. Tries to pass inside, but Taylor Williams there for the theft. 15th turnover of the game for Boscobel. Nice pass and nice finish for Zach Hermson. Nice assist there by Taylor Williams. 33-22, 11-point lead for the Flying Arrows, closing in on 4 minutes to play in the first supply, first half. Cam Luce has an open lane on the baseline, misses the shot. Second chance, no good. Jonah Knowles trying to pull down the rebound, but Michael Murphy comes away with it cleanly for Lancaster. Pushes ahead to Zach Hermson, and he'll finish nicely for 2. And a timeout taken by Lancaster. It's a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 35-22. Arrows on top of the Bulldogs, 3:47 to play in the first supply, first half. Back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
This is Mitch from Kieler Family Dental. The Kieler Family Dental family wish you and yours all the joys of the season. We are grateful for your business in the past year and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Grant's Auto Parts and Hardware Hank of Fenimore is now your local Napa dealer. Stop in to Grant's Auto Parts in Fenimore. They're a full-service auto center always looking to hire quality techs. For all things auto parts, the tools to get the job done anywhere, and excellent care for your vehicle, see Robert Krantz at your local Napa and Hardware Hank location, Krantz Auto Parts, Lincoln Avenue in Fenimore.
In Game 3.
3:47 to play in the First Supply first half. Lancaster 35, Boscobel 22 in non-conference boys hoops on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Boscobel in possession of the basketball coming out of the Lancaster timeout. As Kipton Brown trying to get past the Lancaster defense, and a catch-and-shoot three was missed, but the putback is good for Cameron Luce. Cameron Luce with his first points of the game, 35-24, as a three-pointer on the right wing is missed by Tyler Timmerman, but the offensive rebound collected by Hermson, pushes it down low to Dane Kaufman, and he'll deposit two on the bank shot. Dane Kaufman has 8 points on the game, 37-24. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, 3:08 to play in the First Supply first half. Three-pointer in the left wing is good. Missed who it was that made the three-pointer for Boscobel, but it's 37-27, under 3 minutes to play, as Kaufman puts up a three on the right corner, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down for Tyler Miller. Miller pushes ahead to Richter. Richter on the right side tries to lob it down low. Ball kicked away, stolen away by Lancaster. Taylor Williams trying to break away, 1-on-2, and banks the shot in for two. Boscobel wants an offensive foul, but they're going to give Williams the basket. 9 points for him on the game, 39-27, Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Ball to the left elbow for Tyler Miller, gives over to Brown. Brown loses the ball momentarily, and it's stolen away by Kaufman. 2-on-2 back the other way. Kaufman banks it in for two. Dane Kaufman now in double figures with 10, 41-27 on another steal and score for the Flying Arrows in this First Supply first half. 2:05 to play. Tyler Miller has it stolen away by Michael Murphy. He breaks away, goes for the layup, misses it as it was blocked from behind. Tyler Timmerman skipping it down low to Michael Murphy again, but kicks it back out. Hermson loads up for three on the left wing. Off the side of the rim, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Boscobel basketball with 1:49 to play in the First Supply first half. Russell Offices here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. I believe the three-pointer that I missed earlier was by number 15, Graydon Richter. That'd be his fourth of the game. And the Bulldogs with the basketball, again trailing 41-27, 1:40 until the Peterson Agency halftime report as Richter loads up for three again, tries to bank it in. It's no good. And the offensive rebound collected by Boscobel. Jumper short of the rim for Cam Luce, and a loose ball and a whistle finally as a whistle against Boscobel, I believe. They call a push on number 3, Albert Montemayor. That'd be his first personal of the game. 14 foul of the half for Boscobel. Arrows in possession of the basketball. 1:22 in the First Supply first half. Michael Murphy puts up a three on the left wing. Off the front of the rim, no good. Jonah Knowles pulls down the rebound for Boscobel. Going to give it to Kipton Brown to walk it across the timeline. Walks right over the Bulldogs logo at center court. Switching from the right to the left hand. Stops his dribble left wing. Hands off to the right side to Graydon Richter. Richter, right-handed dribble. Switches to the left hand. Has it poked away, and it's stolen away by Brady Schmitz. Schmitz pushes it ahead, but out of the hands of Taylor Williams, goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 56.4 seconds until halftime. Albert Montemayor checks out of the game, and now back in is number 10, Tyler Miller. Have that down as turnover number 6 for the Arrows. As Miller has it poked away from behind, it's recovered in the backcourt. Last touch by Michael Murphy. And Miller trying to get past Murphy again, but it's poked away one more time and finally recovered in the backcourt by Kipton Brown. He drives in the lane, banks it in, but a whistle beforehand. They're going to say it's before the shot. So a hand check foul on Zach Hermson. Second personal. Team foul number 3 of the half. Boscobel inbounding baseline right side of the basket. Set to throw it in is Kipton Brown. Lancaster Auto Body in Lancaster, specializing in top quality collision repair, leaving your vehicle as good as new. Lancaster Auto Body, where they say we meet by accident. Visit them at LancasterAutoBodyLLC.com. Kipton Brown gets the pass from Graydon Richter. 24 seconds to go until the break. Brown angling towards the right side, trying to get past Tyler Timmerman. Hands off to the left wing. 15 seconds to go till halftime. 41-27, Lancaster on top. Ball stolen away in the backcourt by Timmerman, coming back the other way and gets the layup to go. 5 points for Tyler Timmerman. 2 seconds left. They got to put up a shot, and Boscobel heaves it at half court. It's off the right side, and we will go to halftime with Lancaster leading 43-27. Coming up next, our Peterson Agency halftime report. We'll see if we have any updates on the shoebox scoreboard and with the other games around the area. Also check in and see what the Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule looks like this week. We've got basketball and wrestling coming up tomorrow. I'll tell you all about that coming up next on our Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializing in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. Again, 43-27, Lancaster on top at the break. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
Whatever you do, don't lose this phone number, 877-945-7977. That's 877-945-7977. It's your kid's hotline straight to the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa, and I'm looking forward to taking your calls live from the North Pole this Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The Crone America Interview with Santa this Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m.
In Game 4.
Halftime in Boscobel, it's Lancaster 43, Boscobel 27 in non-conference boys basketball at 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Peterson Agency halftime report coming up in just a little bit. We'll recap the first half scoring of tonight's game. Our game tonight brought to you by Bytech Resource Management of Greener Way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Sloan implement your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. Bouse Electric, call Barrett Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. And WCC Brands, custom apparel in Kieler, and at WCC-Brands.com. Our Peterson Agency halftime report continues after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Dearth Livestock is the area's best and most convenient choice for farmers and ranchers. They'll pick up cattle for grade and yield on the farm Monday through Friday, and they buy cows for slaughter. You can sell your cattle at their buying station in Cuba City Monday through Thursday. They take 1 to 2 semi-loads to American Foods in Green Bay daily. For more information, contact Dearth Livestock 176 at gmail.com. That's Dearth Livestock 176 at gmail.com. Or call 800-336-4712. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81 in Cuba City.
In Game 5.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster, and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our halftime score, Lancaster 43, Boscobel 27 in non-conference boys basketball. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. As the Arrows have been pretty much in control throughout the entirety of the first half from start to finish. They have been forcing Boscobel into a number of turnovers. That's led to a number of fast break buckets, but some positive things for Boscobel in that first supply, first half. Individual scoring-wise for the Flying Arrows, they have 2 players in double figures. They have Zach Hermson and Dane Kaufman with 10 points apiece. Taylor Williams right behind him with 9. 5 points for Tyler Timmerman, 2 points for Brady Schmitz. And 5 points apiece for Tyler Timmerman and Brady Mack. As for Boscobel, they are led by Graydon Richter. I have him down for 12. I know he had at least 3 first half three-pointers. I believe he knocked down the 4th one that I missed during the in-game action. So I'm giving him credit for 4 three-pointers, that is. He's got 12 points in total. 9 points for Kipton Brown in that first half. Jonah Knowles with 2. Israel Kumagan with 2. And Cameron Luce with 2. I have Boscobel down for 16 first half turnovers. That led to a number of Lancaster fast break buckets, and Lancaster turned the ball unofficially 6 times in that first supply first half. In terms of three-pointers, Lancaster's hit 3, and Boscobel has 5. Those are the stats from our first supply first half here at Boscobel High School. Again, 43-27, Lancaster leading the Boscobel Bulldogs and non-conference boys basketball. We'll take a timeout and tell you what we have coming up on our Queen Bee Radio schedule for the rest of the week as our Peterson Agency halftime report continues after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
You are listening to your home for Green Bay football. Here are Firsty Eye Clinic and Optical of Lancaster and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcast, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from Les, and Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
As we head into the new year, we want to say a heartfelt thank you to our incredible customers at Collision Specialists. 2025 will mark 58 years in business. Collision Specialists has been proud to serve this community, repairing vehicles and keeping you on the road. Your trust means everything to us. Here's to many more years of service and success. From all of us at Collision Specialists, we thank you.
Collision Specialists, done right now. Collision Specialists.
In Game 6.
Closing in on the start of the second half from Boscobel High School. Lancaster leading Boscobel 43-27. At the halftime break, our Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson, specializing in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. Reminder, coming up tomorrow night, we've got boys basketball and wrestling, another non-conference matchup, a big one. Platteville at Potosi. We'll have that game over on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And then a monster wrestling dual meet, Iowa Grant Highland at Prairie du Chien. I'll have that one with Chuck Rasmussen tomorrow night right here on 97.7 Country WGLR. You can also watch the match on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Raleigh Cheese pregame and pre-match coverage set for 6:40 for both of them. And the first match and tip-off set for 7 o'clock. Also coming up on a Thursday night, we have Belmont at Benton in boys basketball on Extreme 107.1. Boys basketball, Cuba City at Mineral Point on Super Hits 106. And the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. You can always check out the full Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule at AM1590 WPVL.com. Our game tonight brought to you by People's State Bank. For personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Donnie's Tire and Auto, called the only hooker in town for 24-hour touring service at 568-3014. That's 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is at Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Rural Mutual agents John Ragatz and Deneen Dahl with Ragatz & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them or visit them in their office in Lancaster. And by Arter Brothers Creamery. Keep Arter Brothers in mind for gift boxes, gift cards, and catering for your holiday events. A local farm-to-table selection is what you'll find at Arter Brothers in Boscobel. It's utterly amazing. Also by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Get Gingery and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Our first half today was brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Carver's Hardwood Flooring for hardwood flooring, stair installation, and refinishing needs. Call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Lancaster in possession of the ball to begin the second half. They are working from left to right as we see it here from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Lancaster leading 43-27 coming out of the halftime break. Michael Murphy with the basketball in the corner, down low to Taylor Williams. Back out to the top to Kaufman. Kaufman dribbles in the lane, kicks out to the corner for three. Tyler Timmerman's three-pointer rolls off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Kaufman puts it back and drops in for two. Dane Kaufman now with 12 points on the game, 45-27, Lancaster on top. 30 seconds gone by in the second half from Boscobel High School. Gets him around between the rings, hands off to the right side to Graydon Richter. Richter stops his dribble on the high right side, looking for a teammate to pass to, finds Tyler Miller. Switching from the left to the right hand. Gets it into Jordan Knowles at the free throw line. Knowles loses the ball, stolen away by Taylor Williams. 2-on-2 back the other way. Williams passes ahead to Timmerman and finishes with a left-handed layup. 7 points for Timmerman, 47-27, the new score, just over a minute gone by in the second half from Boscobel High School. Captain Brown to the left elbow, finds Cameron loose. Open three, short of the rim. Rebound collected by Zach Hermson. Hermson pushing ahead to Kaufman. Kaufman, overhead pass to the corner for three as Taylor Williams overshoots the rim, but the offensive rebound for Kaufman puts up a shot, but he's going to be fouled under the basket by number 10, Tyler Miller. And 2 free throws coming up for Dane Kaufman. His first free throws of the game. Kaufman averaging 62% at the free throw line. And he swishes the first free throw. Gives him 13 points on the game. Game tonight brought to you by Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery, reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. Second free throw also good for Kaufman. 49-27, 16-25 to play in the ballgame. As a three-pointer in the left corner, no good for Tyler Miller, but an offensive rebound, but another steal for Lancaster. And Michael Murphy finishes with the left hand. Another steal and score for Michael Murphy. As a pass inside, left-handed layup off the backboard, no good. And a whistle under the basket. And it will be Lancaster inbounding baseline left side. Throwing in the inbound pass is Tyler Miller, gets it into the corner, now in the left wing to Graydon Richter. Richter right-handed dribble, hands off to Tyler Miller, cutting towards the left corner, stops his dribble on the left wing, tries to lob it in for Jonah Knowles, has the ball knocked out of his hands, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knowles. Boscobel turns it over. 15:45 to play in the second half. 51-27 Lancaster on top. Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware, Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz of the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore. Ball lobbed in, turnaround shot for Brady Mack off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound though, Taylor Williams goes in, has his shot blocked. And ball recovered under the basket, shot put up, no good. Boscobel with the rebound, 3-on-2. Coming back the other way is Loose, gets the layup, count the bucket, and the foul. Cam Loose with the field goal, breaking away. Gets fouled from behind. He'll have the opportunity to convert the three-point play. And that'll be the first free throw for a Boscobel player tonight. Dane Kaufman whistled up for his first personal. Team foul number 1 of the half for Lancaster. And Luce knocks down the free throw. Cameron Luce now with 5 points on the game. 51-30 the new score. 15:18 to play. In the second half, Lancaster set to inbound as number 2, Brady Schmitz, checks into the game for the Flying Arrows, and checking out is number 4, Tyler Timmerman. Dane Kaufman directing traffic as he crosses the timeline, hands over to the right wing to Brady Schmitz. Inside to Michael Murphy, back out to the right side. Now Taylor Williams driving in the paint, going baseline and finishing it off the glass and in. Taylor Williams now with 11 points on the game, 53-30, 14:52 to play. And a three-pointer on the right wing, ball spit back out, scramble for the rebound. Michael Murphy collects it for Lancaster, pushes ahead to Schmitz, and he banks it in on the fast break. Brady Schmitz now with 4 points on the game, 55-30, Lancaster pulling away from Boscobel in our non-conference boys basketball matchup on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Between the rings as miscommunication, Kitson Brown looking for Cam Luce on the left corner. Luce zigged when he should have zagged, goes out of bounds, and Boscobel with the turnover. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors at Belmont, Prairie du Chien, and at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. Dane Kaufman walking it across center court on the near sideline, getting a screen from Taylor Williams, stops his dribble momentarily, trying to get away from some stiff defense there by Kipton Brown. Schmitz driving baseline, kicks back out to the left side. Now at the top, Taylor Williams drives inside, kicks out to the left corner. Cross-court pass back to the near side, Dane Kaufman. All over his head, looking for a teammate, looking down low at Brady Mack, but decides to dribble. Now dribbles between the rings, looking to the left side. Angles towards the left side and gives to Taylor Williams, open three, and his three-pointer bounces off the backboard. Scramble for the rebound, goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Lancaster. Clock is stopped with 13:42 in the second half, 55-30. Lancaster on top and set to inbound baseline left side is Brady Schmitz. Schmitz passes into Dane Kaufman. Kaufman in the corner, driving baseline. Ducks under and puts it off the glass and in. Nice move there by Dane Kaufman. 16 points for Dane Kaufman on the game. Under 13.5 minutes to go in the game. 57-30, Lancaster on top. Kitson Brown going baseline, kicks out. Cameron Luce, open three on the left wing, rattles in. Cam Luce with the three, makes it 57-33, 13-10 to play in the game. Dane Kaufman gets a screen from number 12, Brody Krubel. Now Brady Schmitz with it, dribbles out of the corner. And a catch-and-shoot jumper along two is good for Brody Krubel. His first points of the game makes it 59-33, and Lancaster continuing to press in the backcourt. And the Bulldogs able to get past it. They push it ahead, and a lob down low to Cam Luce, kicks out to the left corner for three. Shot missed by Kipton Brown, and the rebound pulled down by the Arrows. Dane Kaufman on the left wing, now dribbles into the paint, runs into a double team, kicks out to Taylor Williams in the corner, now back out to the top to Schmitz. Schmitz driving and a foul on the floor. Bucket's not going to count, and a hand check foul called against Boscobel. That'll be the second foul on Raiden Richter. Second team foul of the half for Boscobel. Lancaster inbounding baseline left side of the basket. Schmitz gets it in, and a shot put up by Hermson, trying to muscle that one in, but the ball rolls off the side of the rim, and the rebound collected by Boscobel. 12:20 to play in the second half, 59-33. Lancaster on top, and a block called against Lancaster, I believe. Brody Krubel, the guilty Flying Arrow. That'll be his first, second team foul of the half for the Flying Arrows. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster as the Arrows come away with the theft. Krubel pushes ahead. Schmitz loses the handle onto the basket. Another scramble for the ball. Ball kicked back out, and a whistle as a timeout taken by Lancaster. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 12:08 to play in the second half. Lancaster 59, Boscobel 33. Tonight's game brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Step into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at MoundCityBank.com. Russell Office is here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. 59-33, Lancaster on top of Boscobel, 12:08 to play in the second half as number 12, Brody Krubel, trying to get the inbound pass in, baseline left side, lobs it into Tyler Timmerman right in front of the center court stripe, and Timmerman driving in the lane, and the scoop layup is good. Tyler Timmerman now with 9 points on the game, 61-33. Arrows on top of the Bulldogs. Under 12 minutes to play. Gets it Brown between the rings, tries to lob it in, but it's stolen away by Anthony Bush. Pushing ahead to Timmerman, and he'll finish with another layup. Steal, score, repeat. That's been the theme of the night for the Arrows so far. And a catch and shoot three, and that is knocked down by Tyler Miller. And that down is his first points of the game, 63-36. Palindrome score here in Boscobel. And Zach Hermson says something about that. Gets the finger roll to go, 65-36. 11:15 to play in the game. Ball skipped over to the right side to Kipton Brown. Skips it over to the corner. Catch and shoot three for Cameron Luce. Off the back iron, no good. Tyler Timmerman pulls down the rebound for the Arrows. Pushes ahead to Brady Schmitz. Tries to bank it in. Shot's not going to count, but he'll go to the line for two. Cameron Luce charged with his second personal foul of the game. 13 foul of the half for Boscobel. Clock is stopped with 11:02 to play in the game. 65-36. Lancaster on top. Schmitz at the free throw line. And the first free throw for Schmitz rattles in. Came into the game averaging 38% from the free throw line. This game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Second free throw rattles out for Schmitz, and Boscobel collects the rebound. Score remains 66-36. Under 11 minutes to play in the game. Gets it Brown, skips it over to Tyler Miller, and his pass is stolen away, but Jonah Knoll is able to recover it in the backcourt for Boscobel. Tyler Miller stops his dribble on the right wing, tries to skip it ahead, goes off the kneecap, but recovered of Zach Hermson. Now Tyler Miller back with it on the high right side. Pump fakes, now loads up for three and swishes it from the right wing. His second three-pointer of the half, 66-39. Lancaster on top, and ball knocked out of the hands of Tyler Timmerman as he's going up, and they call a hand check foul on number 4, Israel Kumagan. His first personal 14 foul of the half of Boscobel, and Boscobel fans not happy with that call. Tyler Timmerman at the free throw line. And his first free throw goes out the back iron, no good. Tyler Timmerman was 4 for 4 at the free throw line coming into the game, missing his first free throw of the season. Score remains 66-39 with 10:24 to play in the second half, but he switches the second one. 67-39, 10:20 to go. Kipton Brown gets it across the timeline, hands over to Tyler Miller on the right side, back the other way, but the ball's nearly stolen away by Tyler Timmerman, rolls out of bounds. And a substitution coming in for Lancaster as number 23, Brady Mack, checks in, and that will send Anthony Bush to take a seat. 10:13 to play in the game, 67-39. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Our audio stream tonight powered by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. When you are ready. Gets it Brown in the lane, puts up a floater out the back iron, no good. Zach Hermson with the rebound for the Arrows. Hermson jogs it across center court, kicks over to Schmitz on the right wing. Ducks under in the lane, has the ball swatted out of his hand and stolen away by the Bulldogs. Kipton Brown gets it across center court quickly, skipped over to the left wing, catch and shoot. Three for Tyler Miller off the front of the rim, no good. Hermson with the rebound for Lancaster. Football pass ahead for Brody Krubel over his head, incomplete and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 9:43 to play in the game, 67-39. Lancaster on top. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Michael Murphy checking into the game for the Arrows, sending Tyler Timmerman to take a seat. And more subs coming in for the Arrows. Taylor Williams checking in for Hermson. And Dane Kaufman checks in for Brody Krubel. Tyler Miller throws in the inbound pass, and getting it across center court is Kipton Brown on the far side. Brown stops his dribble between the rings. Able to get it to Tyler Miller on the right wing. Now down low. Knowles puts up a shot. His shot's no good, but he was fouled on the way up. I believe it was on number 23, Brady Mack. Brady Mack called for his first personal. Stops the clock with 9:29 to play in the game. 67-39. Lancaster on top. Knowles at the free throw line. Knowles misses his first free throw of the game. He's got 2 points. Game tonight brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Second free throw good for Knowles. Makes it 67-40. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. 9:25 to play in the game. Non-conference boys basketball on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Brady Schmitz crossover dribble on the left wing, goes in the lane, puts up a shot, gets the layup to go, and he'll go to the line to convert a three-point play. Got fouled on the way up by Caden Cruel. First personal on him, team foul number 5 of the half for Boscobel. As Schmitz can't get the lucky bounce on the free throw, but a held ball off the rebound. And it will stay with Lancaster with 9:13 to play in the second half, 69-40. Arrows on top. Brady Mack inbounding baseline right side of the basket for the Arrows. Ball skipped in, deflected, but recovered. Michael Murphy between the rings. He's going to load up for 3 straight ahead. And off the rim and then the backboard. And then the putback is good for Brady Mack. Brady Mack now with 7 points on the game, 71-40. Lancaster on top under 9 minutes to play. Ball skipped over to Caden Cruel on the right side. Stops his dribble left side of the paint. Back out to the top to Tyler Miller. No, left-handed dribble trying to shake off Michael Murphy. Skips over to the left corner to Green and Richter. And a foul on the floor. A push called against Brady Schmitz. Will be his second personal and a full timeout taken by Boscobel with 8:40 to play in the game. Lancaster 71, Boscobel 40. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
At Riddles Jewelry, we believe that every special moment deserves to be celebrated. For over 60 years, our family has been honored to be part of your family's memories. This holiday season, discover the joy of giving with up to 50% off our exquisite collection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Shop our holiday sale to find the perfect gift this year. Riddles Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Riddles Jewelry, located in the Kennedy Mall, Dubuque.
In Game 7.
Lancaster leading Boscobel 71-40 with 8:40 to play in the second half from Boscobel High School. Coming out of the timeout, Boscobel gets the inbound pass into the left corner to number 20, Gage Wayne, who just checked in for his first action of the game. A three-pointer on the right wing. Ball deflected by Dane Kaufman, and the rebound pulled down by Brady Mack of Lancaster. Pushing ahead to Taylor Williams on the near sideline. Williams directing traffic, dribbling with the left hand on the right wing. Williams stops his dribble, gets out to the top to Brady Mack. Skipped into Kaufman. Kaufman runs into a double team, doesn't matter, puts up the shot, and the floater goes. Dane Kaufman having himself quite the game, 73-40. Just over 8 minutes to play in the game. Nice pass down low, nice finish. Off the backboard and in for Jonah Knowles. Jonah Knowles out now with 5 points on the game, 73-42. 7:50 to play in the game. Dane Kaufman tries to skip it in. Ball off the foot of a Boscobel player, but recovered by Kaufman. And Kaufman with another finish off the glass and in. 20 points for Dane Kaufman on the game, 75-42. 7:35 to play in the game as a shot put up in the lane, no good. Shot put up by Caden Cruel, but he's going to go to the free throw line. He got whacked on the wrist by a Lancaster player, and I believe that was on Dane Kaufman. Second personal on Dane Kaufman, team foul number 5 for Lancaster. Both teams with 5 team fouls in the second half. And Caden Cruel misses his first free throw off the back iron. Tonight's game brought to you by Utter Brothers Creamery. Keep Utter Brothers in mind for gift boxes, gift cards, and catering for your holiday events. Local farm-to-table selection is what you'll find at Utter Brothers. Utter Brothers in Boscobel. It's utterly amazing. Second free throw for Caden Cruel, also off the back iron, no good. Rebound collected by the Arrows. 75-42, the score remains with under 7.5 minutes to go in the game. A catch and shoot three on the right wing, no good for Aiden Wilson, who's in the game now for the Arrows. Michael Murphy with the rebound. Tries to throw it off a Boscobel player under the basket. Clock is stopped with 7:20 to play. Ball will stay with the Arrows. Michael Murphy inbounding baseline left side. Murphy lobs it into the top to Brady Mack. Back over to the right side to Aiden Wilson. Mack back with it between the rings. Dribbles into the paint with the left hand. Puts up a shot. Ball toilet balls out. Offensive rebound. Dane Kaufman can't get the bunny to go back. And the rebound collected by Boscobel. 75-42. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. 7 minutes to play in the game. As Jonah Knowles stumbles trying to drive in the lane, but is fouled by a Lancaster player. Brady Mack guilty of a push. Team foul number 6 for Lancaster as Michael Murphy checks out of the game for the Arrows. Boscobel gets the inbound pass in to Graydon Richter. Richter skips it over to the left side. Kipton Brown stops his dribble left side of the lane. puts up a shot, airballs it short of the rim. Rebound collected by Aiden Hauk, who just checked in. And a pass over to the left corner, knocked out of bounds off the fingertips of number 14, Aiden Wilson. Lancaster turns it over. Dane Kaufman checking out of the game. And now in for Lancaster's number 22, Lucas Weber. 6'1" freshman. Cameron loose in the left corner. Dribbles to the free throw line, underhand toss. Brandon Richter trying to pass to Kipton Brown, lost it momentarily, but recovered it before it went out of bounds. Now Cam Luce loads up for three on the left corner, off the back iron, no good. Brandon Richter with the rebound, gets to Luce again. Luce kicks out to the right corner for three this time. Ball off the back iron, no good, and pulling down the rebound is Brady Mack for the Arrows. Ball in the right corner, now back out to the top to Mack. And a timeout taken by Lancaster. Full timeout taken by the Arrows. We'll take one, too, with 6:01 remaining in the game. Lancaster 75, Boscobel 42. Back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 8.
Cheese is the perfect addition to any holiday meal. Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese House. Visit our store for your favorite cheese selections, including our own Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We customize gift boxes for any budget. Don't forget about our made-to-order cheese trays that everyone will love. Taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House. Visit us on Facebook, RaleighCheese.com, or on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
What does the lifetime comfort guarantee from Dubuque Mattress really mean? It means peace of mind. For the entire life of your Dubuque mattress, we will adjust the feel of it. If it feels a little too firm, we'll make it softer. If your mattress feels too soft, we'll make it firmer. We take the "what if I don't like it" out of mattress shopping to give you peace of mind. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
At Dubuque Mattress Factory, you got a little snooze time.
In game 8.
.601 remaining in the second half. Lancaster 75, Boscobel 42. Non-conference boys basketball on 97.7 Country WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. As Lancaster going deep to their bench. Lob pass down low. Knocked out of bounds, intended for Aiden Wilson. And now the Bulldogs will take possession with 5:50 to go in the game. Again, Lancaster 75, Boscobel 42. Tyler Miller between the rings. Looks to the left side now, trying to look to the right side. Stolen away by the Arrows. Back the other way. The layup is good for Aiden Hauk. Or beg your pardon, that's Julian James Price. 77-42, the new score. Shot put up on the left side of the lane, no good for Boscobel, and Lancaster collects the rebound. Ball lobbed down low for Brady Mack, goes out of bounds. And Boscobel takes possession, and Boscobel takes the timeout. Stops the clock with 5:16. It's a full one. We'll take one, too. Back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 9.
You are listening to your home for Green Bay football. Here are Firsty Eye Clinic and Optical of Lancaster and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcast, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from less, and Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Finding the special healthcare resources families need just got easier. Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network helps kids with delays, disabilities, special healthcare needs, and mental health conditions. Call toll-free 877-947-2929. Ask questions, get answers. Connect today toll-free 877-947-2929. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
In game 9.
Lancaster 77, Boscobel 42, 5:16 to play in the game. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler, Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Gage Wayne with the basketball on the right corner. Lost the ball momentarily, but recovers it on the right wing. Cam Luce with it on the left side. Finds Kipton Brown, puts up a shot, ricochets off the left side of the rim. Lancaster collects the rebound. Lucas Weber pushes it ahead for the Arrows. Exchanges passes with Krubel. Now drives in the lane, tries to put up a shot, has the ball knocked out of his hands, but I believe they're going to call a foul on number 12, Caden Krul. Be his second personal of the game. Team foul number 6. Both teams now with 16 fouls in the second half. 4:45 to go in the game as Lucas Weber misses the first free throw. Lucas Weber, a 6'1" freshman, southpaw free throw shooter. Well, moves up for a second free throw here and knocks it down. Lucas Weber with his first point of the game, 78-42 with 4:40 to go in the game. Kipton Brown on the high left side, directing traffic, dribbles between the rings. Switches from the left to the right hand, hands off to the right wing to Caden Krul. Skips over to number 20, Gage Wayne in the corner. Stops his dribble on the right side of the paint, now skips it over to Brown, and a three-pointer on the left wing is good for Brown. Kipton Brown in double figures with 12, 78-45. Lancaster on top of the Bulldogs. Lancaster could improve to 5-1 on the season as Lucas Weber drives in, tries to bank it in, and deposits too. What a shot by Lucas Weber. 3 points for him on the game, 80-45. Lancaster on top of Boscobel. Cam loose in the left corner, dribbles to the left elbow, loses the ball momentarily, but collects it and hands off to Gaden Richter. And a three-pointer on the left wing for Kipton Brown, no good. Tries to collect his own rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds, and they say it's last touched by the Arrows. If Aiden Wilson was the last one to have a hand on it. Stops the clock with 3:39 to go in the game, 80-45. Lancaster on top. Boscobel inbounding baseline right side. Graydon Richter gets the inbound pass in the corner. Now back out to the top to Caden Krul. Kipton Brown directing traffic, hands off to the right side to Richter. Richter in the corner, now back out to the top to Brown. Straight ahead, three, swishes it. What a shot. Kipton Brown with his second three-pointer of the second half, 80-48. Lancaster on top of the Boscobel Bulldogs. Closing in on 3 minutes to go in the game. Lucas Weber thinks about a three, but it gives out to the top to Aiden Hauk instead. Hauk stops his dribble, right side of the paint, ducks under, can't get the layup to go. Offensive rebound, though, for Krubel. Back out to Hauk. Hauk tries to skip it to the left side. Ball deflected and recovered by Anthony Bush, and a travel called against Bush. Turnover Lancaster. Boscobel takes possession. Tonight's game brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them today at their office in Lancaster. Boscobel with the basketball straight ahead. Three, trying to bank it in is Caden Krul, but way too hard off the backboard. And Lancaster comes down with the rebound as a timeout taken by Lancaster just to sub in some players as Alex Gruber checks in, number 21. Also on the floor for the Arrows is number 12, Brody Krubel. 22, Lucas Weber. Number 14, Aiden Wilson. And inbounding is number 24, Aiden Hauk. Hauk hands it off to Krubel on the near sideline in front of the scores table. 80-48, Lancaster on top. Lancaster again going to go to 5-1 on the season. Boscobel still looking for their first win of the season as a shot put up by Gruber. Floats it over the rim, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Lancaster's next game will be December 30th against Potosi. That'll be a big one. We'll have that game. on one of our Queen Bee Radio family stations, I believe right here on WGLR, as Boscobel turns the ball over. Boscobel, another tough matchup this week. They head to Southwestern on Thursday as a layup under the basket gets knocked out of bounds, and it will be Boscobel basketball. Our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. It was after the barrage of threes by Graydon Richter. He had 3 straight three-pointers to cut the Boscobel deficit to 25-17 back in the first half, but then Lancaster would finish on an 18-10 run to take a 43-27 lead at the half, and Lancaster would not look back after that. At the free throw line for Boscobel is number 10, Tyler Miller. Miller misses the front end of the one-on-one. The foul was against number 21, Alex Gruber of the Flying Arrows. With the basketball on the left wing for Lancaster is Aiden Wilson, but it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. Tyler Miller with the theft. Puts up a three-pointer on the left wing that swishes it for 3. 9 points for Tyler Miller, all in the second half by way of the three-pointer. 80-51. Lancaster on top of Boscobel, just over a minute to play. Ball in down low. Lucas Weber turns around, can't get the bunny layup to go. Second chance, he banks it in for 2. Lucas Weber now with 5 points on the game, 82-51. Arrows trying to close out the win. 45 seconds to go in the game. Bulldogs skip it over to the right side. That's number 20, Gage Wayne. Now back on the high right side to Kipton Brown. Brown stops his dribble on the left elbow. Under 30 seconds to go. Ball down low to Kamagan. Now back out to the top. Down low, Kamagan trying to load up again, and a whistle under the basket. Foul on the floor, stops the clock with 19.8 seconds to go in the game. Brody Krubel, the guilty Flying Arrow. Team foul number 8, and another 1-on-1 free throw coming up for Boscobel. Israel Kamagan with 2 points on the game. Switches the first free throw. Makes it 82-52 with 19.8 seconds to go. A bonus free throw coming up. Airballs it short of the rim. And Lancaster will take possession. As the Arrows will walk it across center court. Aiden Wilson gives it to the right side, now into the right corner to Aiden Hauk. And now a three-pointer on the right wing off the side iron, no good. Gruber with the rebound, tries to put it back. Ball rolls off the rim. Volleyball for the rebound. And that will do it. Our final score from Boscobel High School. Lancaster 82, Boscobel 52. Lancaster improves to 5-1 on this 2024-2025 campaign. Their next game again will be against Potosi after the Christmas holiday. They will host Potosi on December 30th. And for Boscobel, their next game will be Thursday night at Southwestern, another ranked team for the Bulldogs. As they look for their first win of the season, the Bulldogs fall to 0-6 and have an 0-3 conference record in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. Coming up, our basketball postgame show. Recap the scoring of this game, and we'll tell you what we have coming up tomorrow on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. We just added another wrestling matchup tomorrow night. We'll tell you all about that after this on our postgame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
This is Dr. Matt from Cuba City Family Dental. My family and our Cuba City Family Dental family wish you and yours all the joys of the season. We are grateful for your business in the past year and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Winter weather is here, and we know accidents happen. At Collision Specialists, we're here to make things easier. From fender benders to major repairs, our expert team will get your car back on the road fast. Plus, we offer convenient loaner and rental cars to keep you moving while we work. Don't let winter slow you down. Call or stop in today at one of our locations in Fenimore, Livingston, or Dodgeville.
Collision Specialists. Done right now. Collision Specialists.
In game 10.
Lancaster defeats Boscobel 82-52 in non-conference boys basketball. Our game tonight brought to you by Udder Brothers Creamery. Keep Udder Brothers in mind for gift boxes, gift cards, and catering for your holiday events. A local farm-to-table selection is what you'll find at Udder Brothers in Boscobel. It's utterly amazing. Coming up next, our post-game show. We'll recap the scoring and tell you what we have coming up tomorrow on our Queen Bee Radio High School sports schedule. That's all straight ahead on our post-game show on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
The holiday countdown is on, and People's State Bank is here to spread the cheer. Ho, ho, ho. They're so grateful for their fantastic customers and the amazing team that makes it all happen. This season, let's make it a mission to think local, shop local, and buy local. Together, we can keep this holiday spirit thriving in our communities. People's State Bank thanks you for your trust and support. Wishing you a wonderful holiday and a bright new year. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
If life's worries are getting you down, don't let insurance be one of those worries. Call the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Representing Hastings Mutual Insurance Company, the Peterson Agency's job is to reduce and eliminate your auto, business, home, and other insurance worries, and satisfy your insurance needs. The Peterson Agency in Argyle, representing Hastings Mutual Insurance Company, known for Midwestern values since 1885. They know insurance. The Peterson Agency in Argyle.
This holiday season, give the gift that lasts all year long from Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. From stunning flooring to custom window treatments and sleek new countertops, we've got everything to make your home sparkle. Hurry in, all Christmas decor is on sale now. Plus, it's the perfect time to line up your projects for 2025 at Hermson's Ace Hardware, your hometown destination for gifts and home upgrades that keep on giving. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center of Bloomington.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The weather can be unpredictable in the tri-states. Tune into 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all the cancellations and delays affecting the tri-states. Cancellations and delays are presented by Avercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, or collision repair, we do it all. Avercamp Auto Body celebrating 10 years in business on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at avercampautobody.com.
Early signs of diabetes can be found in your eyes. This is Dr. Rizma for First Eye Clinic in Lancaster. 95% of vision loss from diabetes is preventable, and best yet, diabetes eye exams are covered by most health insurance carriers. First Eye Clinic invites you to schedule your comprehensive exam to ensure your eye health. Call us at 888-582-0769. First Eye Clinic located at Grant Regional Health Center, 500 South Madison Street in Lancaster.
Honey, I've got a secret. I've been talking to someone.
Just who are you talking to?
Last night I called the North Pole and chatted with the jolly old elf himself.
Oh, Santa.
And the kids can do it too.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa, and I'm looking forward to taking your calls live from the North Pole this Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m.
I'm marking our calendar right now.
The Crone America Interview with Santa this Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m.
You are listening to your home for Green Bay football. Here are First Eye Clinic and Optical of Lancaster and West End Salvage of Lancaster broadcast, proudly presented by Les Mack Chevy, Les Mack Ford, and Les Mack Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Lancaster, where you always get more from Les, and Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore, right here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Lancaster, your winner tonight over the Boscobel Bulldogs, 82-52 in our non-conference boys basketball matchup tonight. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, and looking at the numbers from tonight's game. Lancaster was in control really from start to finish. There was a burst off a barrage of three-pointers mid to late first half by Graydon Richter. He had 3 straight three-pointers in a row to make it 25-17 in favor of Lancaster, but then Lancaster would go on an 18-10 run to close out the first half to make our halftime score 43-27. Lancaster on top, and the Arrows pulled away in the second half, winning 82-52. That 18-10 run is our Tricor turning point tonight, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Individual scoring-wise for the Flying Arrows tonight, they were led by Dane Kaufman, 20 points on the game tonight. 4 players in double figures again for the Arrows. 12 points apiece for Zach Hermson and Tyler Timmerman. 11 points for Taylor Williams. Other contributors tonight, 7 points apiece for Brady Schmitz and Brady Mack. 5 points for Lucas Weber for the freshman off the bench. 2 points apiece for Michael Murphy and Brody Krubel. And other players who saw action but did not score for the Arrows include Anthony Bush, Aiden Wilson, Alex Gruber, and Aiden Hauk. As for the Boscobel Bulldogs, 2 players in double figures tonight. I had Kipton Brown for 15 points and Graydon Richter for 12. So the freshman leading the scoring for Boscobel here tonight. 9 points on the game for Tyler Miller. 8 points for Cameron Luce. 5 points for Jonah Knowles. 3 points for Israel Kamagan. And that does it for the scoring for Boscobel. Albert Montemayor saw action but did not score. Gage Wayne, one of the JV players, saw action late in the game but did not score. Lancaster improves to 5-1 on the season. They have a pretty lengthy break. Their next game won't be for 2 weeks. They have their next game at home against Potosi on December 30th, and I believe we'll have that game right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Boscobel falling to 0-6 on the season. They will look for their first win. They have a tough matchup on Thursday night at Southwestern. After that, they have a game a week from tonight here at home against Wisconsin Heights before they start the 2025 part of the calendar on January 3rd at home against Riverdale. Lost track of the number of turnovers by each team, but the story of the game for Lancaster: steal, score, repeat. Force Boscobel into multiple turnovers, leading to easy buckets, fast breaks, and transition buckets. It was in the neighborhood of 25 turnovers for Boscobel tonight. And Lancaster, they had about 12 by my count. Again, that number very unofficial. We'll take one more timeout, close up shop from Boscobel High School. Again, we added another wrestling event tomorrow night on our Queen Bee Radio family. We'll tell you all about that coming up next on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Morris Newspapers are your local source for news and community information. Right now, they have a friends and family buy one, gift one subscription offer. Buy a new in-state subscription and get $7 off. Gift a second one or more to a loved one and get an additional $10 off. Contact the Grant County Herald, the Boscobel Dial, Fenimore Times, and the Platteville Journal today for the savings. Hurry, this offer ends December 31st. The friends and family buy one, gift one subscription offer from Morris Newspapers.
It's the holiday season, and I cannot wait to spend time with my family and friends, just catching up, watching football and stretching the elastic in my favorite sweatpants to within an inch of its life. Turkey's great, but my favorite part of the meal is the gravy. I ladle it over my turkey, mashed potatoes, even the stuffing. That's why I make sure we always have a big basket of warm Village Hearth dinner rolls to help soak up every drop. Baked locally, delivered fresh daily. Village Hearth dinner rolls are the natural choice for holiday meals.
As we head into the new year, we want to say a heartfelt thank you to our incredible customers at Collision Specialists. 2025 will mark 58 years in business. Collision Specialists has been proud to serve this community, repairing vehicles and keeping you on the road. Your trust means everything to us. Here's to many more years of service and success. From all of us at Collision Specialists, we thank you.
Collision Specialists. Done right now. Collision Specialists.
Tune in to the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf weekday mornings from 5 to 6 a.m. Bob Mittendorf is the premier agriculture voice in the tri-state area, and he's teamed up with Southwest Tech to give you the latest agricultural news, markets, and a whole lot more. So don't miss the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf right here on 97.7 Country and WGLR.com. Southwest Tech, this is where you belong.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Closing up shop from Boscobel High School. Lancaster, your winners tonight over the Boscobel Bulldogs in non-conference boys basketball, 82-52. Looking ahead to our Queen Bee Radio sports coverage for tomorrow night. Again, this one just added about 30 minutes ago. We will have a triangular wrestling meet from Fenimore High School tomorrow night. Raleigh Chiefs pre-match coverage set for 4:40. First match at 5 o'clock. It'll be Fenimore hosting Mineral Point and Boscobel. Again, we'll have the action on ESPN Radio, AM 1590. WPVL will also anticipate having video on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Again, that is tomorrow night at 4:40. Early start for that one. And then we also have a monster matchup for wrestling tomorrow night. Iowa Grant Highland at Prairie du Chien, a monster dual meet right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Boys basketball non-conference action tomorrow night as well. Platteville at Potosi. Very interesting matchup there. We'll have that one on Extreme 107.1, also on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Looking ahead to Thursday, we have boys basketball Belmont at Benton on Extreme 107.1. We have Cuba City at Mineral Point. Big matchup in the Swallow on Super Hits 106 in the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And I believe we will also have Lancaster and Ithaca Weston at Darlington Blackhawk, a triangular wrestling meet on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. That is on Thursday. The triangular wrestling meet, again, a 4:40 start, 5 o'clock first match. Again, on 97.7 Country WGLR, our basketball pregame coverage set for 6:40 tip-off after 7 o'clock. And then we won't have any high school sports until after the Christmas holiday. We'll pick things up again on the 30th, where these Flying Arrows will host the Potosi Chieftains. We'll have that right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Huge thanks to the entire staff here at Boscobel, led by Athletic Director Ed Beneski. He helped us with the radio and streaming tonight, making sure that we were good to go. It was our first video stream from the gym here in Boscobel High School, so thanks to Ed and his staff for coordinating everything that we needed to do to get the video stream up and running. Thanks again to both head coaches, Brian Knapp of Lancaster and Joe Childs of Boscobel, for the starters, team information, everything we needed to tell you the story of tonight's matchup between these two teams. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school boys basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster, a Queen Bee radio station, also our video stream on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Once again, your final score from Boscobel High School, Lancaster over the Boscobel Bulldogs, 82-52. In non-conference boys basketball action, Lancaster improves to 5-1. Again, their next game will be on December 30th when they host Potosi. Boscobel falls to 0-6. They will look for their first win on Thursday night against the Southwestern Wildcats. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis. 97.7 Country Nights is next. We'll see you tomorrow night for high school wrestling and high school boys basketball. And good night from Boscobel High School.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster, serving Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and beyond. On WGLR.com. A Queen Bee radio station.